Have you had this happen to you? You have a great idea, but you don't write it down because you think, I'll remember it later. But then you don't. In this video, we'll talk about how ideas can come at any time of the day or night, but when we don't write them down, we're likely to forget them, and then we're left longing and wishing for those ideas to come back. Carrying a notebook can be one of the most vital things you can do, not only to remember your ideas, but to put you on a path to deepen your creativity. Hi, I'm Jeff Koterba. I'm an author, speaker, and creativity coach. And on this channel, we talk about the creative process and overcoming obstacles so you can follow your dreams. If you find this video helpful, be sure to give it a like. And for more content on creativity, be sure to subscribe. Maybe you're getting out of the shower and your hair is all wet, and then boom, this great idea comes to you. And okay, I know, but I really did once have long hair. And you think, I'll remember that idea for later, but first I have to dry my hair, and I have to let the dog out, and now my coworker is texting me. Suddenly it's 3 hours later and that idea, it's gone. And you're grasping, scrambling, trying to remember what it was. So frustrating. Brains are fallible. Why do you think we use a shopping list? Life gets in the way, things are hectic, and it takes mental energy to remember those ideas. Energy better spent coming up with even more ideas and developing the ideas we have written down. We all know how precious ideas are. As a creative, I know how special they are, and good ideas just aren't easy to come by. We can't take them for granted. This applies to anyone. You're working on a solution to any kind of problem. Maybe you're writing a song, maybe you're writing a new book, maybe you're looking for new recipes for your food truck. Whatever it is, this applies to you. Our subconscious mind is working on our behalf nonstop, but you have to be ready, you have to be prepared for when the light bulb goes off to write down that idea. Good ideas are a gift to you. How will you treat it? How will you remember it? How will you nurture it? When good ideas happen on your watch, it's up to you. It's your obligation to keep them safe. Good ideas, that's the thing we're working toward. And for a creative, there's nothing worse than having a great idea that we can't remember. When Jack White was making the Lazaretto album, he was dealing with writer's block. And so he went back to some notes that he'd scribbled down when he was 19. And some of those notes became the source material for lyrics for the new album. It was like he was collaborating with his younger self. I have countless examples of times that I didn't write down a good idea thinking, I'll remember it for later. And then I didn't, and I was so frustrated, and I spent so much mental energy trying to recreate the conditions in which I came up with the idea, scrambling, thinking so hard, trying to come up with it again. It was so frustrating, and it took so much time and energy. Not worth it. On the other hand, there have been many, many times when I have written down the idea and it was like a little gift to myself later. Thank you, notebook and pen. In fact, the very opening line for this video came to me at night and I woke up, I was all groggy and I scribbled it down. Has this happened to you? You have a great idea, but you don't write it down and then later it's gone. Write it down. And it's all scribbly and kind of hard to read, but I could still read it this morning. Carry a notebook wherever you are and a pen too. I mean, everywhere. You could have just one notebook you take everywhere or have several. In fact, I have so many notebooks and so many different topics, and I write the topic on the front of the notebook, one for each thing that I'm working on. I also try to stay hydrated because that's also good for you, but I never leave the house without two essential things, a notebook and a water. But seriously, keep notebooks with you wherever you go. All the time. Make it easy and stress-free. Always have a notebook near you. When you wake up in the middle of the night and you have that idea, you can jot it down. When you're watching TV, you can jot down an idea. When you're eating dinner, when you're out at a bar, when you're out at a coffee shop, wherever you are, when you're in your car at a stoplight, write it down. If you have a really big idea, pull over into a parking lot and write it down. Writing down your ideas frees up your bandwidth to come up with more ideas and to develop the ideas you've already written down. Whenever that idea comes to you, stop what you're doing and write it down. You overhear a little tidbit of a conversation that piques your interest, jot it down. Wake up from a dream, that's excellent material. Dreams are so great, they're so rich. There's such fertile ground for creativity. Jot it down. Notebooks will help you stay consistent. One thing you'll find when you're writing down an idea, more ideas will start bubbling forth. It's like brainstorming with yourself. Notebooks are perfect for consistency. The more you use your notebook, the more it'll become habit forming. You can write down little ideas, you can write down notes to yourself, you can make little sketches. The more you do it, the more you'll do it. The more you'll do it. And it will become a habit. It'll become part of you. Also, we're led to believe that digital tools increase efficiency. If you'd like to see a video specifically on why I believe that hand-to-paper notebooks are preferred over digital tools, let me know in the comments below. Using a notebook conserves your mental energy and reduces brain drain. It frees us up to come up with more ideas and to develop the ones we already have. And even if you never go back through your notebook, the simple act of writing them down helps commit them to memory, and it's really good for the brain. Ideas are going to come. Good ideas, great ideas, they're going to come. Whether you're in the shower, in the car, having dinner, in the middle of the night, whatever it is, they're going to come, and now you're prepared with a notebook to write them down. A notebook or several will ensure that you remember your ideas. Now, instead of spending precious energy trying to remember your ideas, you have the idea and you can develop those ideas and share that with the world. Something as simple as a notebook can bring you creative fulfillment. Remember, carry a notebook wherever you go, wherever you are, watching TV, in the car, in bed, wherever, well, not in the bed, next to the bed, but carry a notebook, have it near you at all times. And when you have an idea, do not hesitate, write it down. Did I mention you should always have a notebook with you and a pen? Do you carry a notebook? Why or why not? Have you ever forgotten an idea? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a like, and for more content on creativity, be sure to subscribe. Hey, thanks for watching. Remember, we're all creative. You're creative. Keep on creating and carry a notebook.